Hola! You are getting your daily dose of LoweTivation. This is episode 29, titled Anxiety. I have anxiety. It's pretty horrible, and I talked about it in my last video, and I felt like I didn't really go into detail about it because my last video was about confidence, and it kind of sounded like I was saying, you should be confident in yourself, even if you have anxiety, and I kind of sidestepped it or whatever. And being someone who suffers from anxiety, I wanted to make sure that I clarified a few things and gave a little bit more detail. So, once again, I'm in a parking lot at Fred Meyer's because I just did a deal. I just sold some more lumpia because I'm out here grinding. So I'm in my car. I'm going to try to get this video done before I start dripping with sweat. It's hot out here. I turned my AC off so you can hear me clearly. So I'm sacrificing my temperature. I love to be cold. Winter's coming and I'm not afraid. I love winter. But summer, it's nice to get out in the sun, nice to get a tan, but I do not like to sweat. So I'm already sweating. Here we go. So anxiety. It is horrible. If you don't have it, and just like depression, I feel like people that don't have it don't have the perspective of knowing what it feels like. I've tried to put myself in your shoes and have a little bit of understanding for you because I understand that you can't understand this shit. You cannot, you will never, no matter how descriptive I get, you will never, ever understand what it's like to be depressed and what it's like to have anxiety unless you fucking have it. That's just a fact. Unless you can connect my brain to yours, you will never experience it and understand it. But the best thing you can do is love and support the people that say they have it. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that lie, or maybe they just don't know. And they don't know, they don't actually suffer from these things. But I can tell you officially that I have depression and I have anxiety, and it is not fun at all. So I try to look at it at your point of view, but you can be supportive and you can try to look at it from our point of view if you don't suffer from these things. If you don't get anxiety and you don't get depression, I'm fucking jealous of you. Your life is already like so sweet. So I hope you're out there trying to lift other people up and not bring anybody down that's suffering from this kind of stuff. Because right now, specifically, I'm talking about anxiety. I have depression and anxiety, and I feel like they feed into each other all the time. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Anyway, so anxiety, for me, I feel like it's different for other people. I feel like anxiety comes, it's a feeling. It's a feeling that waves over you, and you never know when it's going to strike. A lot of people get it when they go out in public, and it's because you start worrying about things. Like, I'm always worried. I'm always worrying about everything. I always feel like I'm going to fail at everything. And then just deep down inside my anxiety, I feel like something's like always after me. And I know that sounds crazy, but like when I go for walks and stuff, I always look behind me. And I used to wonder what that was about. And after I started processing a lot of my childhood, I grew up in the ghetto or in the hood. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but it just feels ridiculous, I guess, because it was such a horrible situation, and I always convert everything to comedy, so that's probably why I'm being dumb. I'm also sweating to death. Whew. Anyway, so I grew up in a horrible situation, in a horrible neighborhood. I used to get the shit beat out of me all the time because I didn't fit in with the other races, and the kids there, they just weren't that great of people. So I got beat up all the time, and I think that fear getting put into you as a child, it's really traumatizing, and I never thought about it. Like, I've always been somebody who cares more about other people's problems and want other people to feel great, and so I always told myself, like, your problems don't matter. It's not as bad as you think it was. But with my anxiety being as bad as it is, obviously my childhood was pretty traumatizing. So that's something that I'm dealing with and I'm trying to process now. And just even, recognizing that and working through it a little bit, I already feel so much better. My anxiety is a lot lower for many reasons because I've started exercising. I try to focus on my breathing when I feel like I'm having a panic attack. And I will say that, people with anxiety, a lot of it has to do with technology nowadays, with streaming movies at home, being able to shop from home, being able to do pretty much everything from your home base. You don't even have to go out in public. So I understand that people, you get freaked out, or it's just awkward to go out there. And the only way to battle that, sorry to say, is to put yourself out there and just slowly dip your toe back into society. Like, you just need to go outside and you need to live your life. And you need to put yourself around people, start off with smaller groups, and start talking to people. I'm just gonna pretend like I just got done working out, because I am sweating horribly bad right now. Maybe if I crack my door a little bit, Jesus. Now I got my keys going off. This video is insane. I'm trying not to overheat and die on camera. All right. Whew, got some air going. Oh God. All right, so let me finish this off. Anxiety, it's horrible, and it's something that you just can't know unless you have it. So if you have it, my tips would be to slowly start putting yourself back out there, whatever it is, focus and figure out what is feeding your anxiety, and try to process that, try to work it through. Maybe talk to a professional, like a therapist or something. Get some support, talk about it, work on it every single day. It's not going to be fixed overnight. So you can get some help. There's medications out there. There's all kinds of things. Everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. I know that sometimes my anxiety will be physical. Something physical will happen, and then mentally I'll take over and start freaking out, because a lot of my anxiety comes from dying. I guess it's just something I've always freaked out about since I was a kid. A lot of people are afraid of dying, so it's understandable, but that's where my anxiety comes from. And I'm always afraid that I'm dying, or I'm gonna die, Final Destination style somehow. And it's a horrible feeling, but you gotta process it, you gotta work on it, and you gotta focus on it. So you are not a basket case. You are not a failed person. You are not broken. You have a mental issue if you are filled with anxiety, and it's something hard that you have to work through, but you deserve to be happy. You deserve to not feel like you're freaking out all the time. So get some help, get some support, work on it every day. And I know you can do it. I'm out here doing it. I'm out here sweating in my car just to give you guys support and to get support from you about this. And it's possible. You are not an impossible case. You can do this. You deserve to be happy. So just work on it every single day. I'm out here, like I said, hit me up. If you have an anxiety, we can talk to each other, support one another. So I'm here for you. I'm sweating out here for you. And you can do this. You can do this.